That's a great start. I started off without unmuting my mic. I am back. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be back. I've missed you guys so much. Welcome to my test sprints. These are like not technically SCAREathon sprints, but you can read for SCAREathon. You can read for whatever you want, basically. I've just labeled them as test sprints because they're going to be quite short. We're going to probably do 2 45-minute sprints and then head off. But basically what I need to do is chat for a bit, put some sprints on, see how everything goes, because the internet that we've got at the moment is not going to be our actual one. It's a little bit kind of less than what we were wanting, and it's like an interim kind of thing until we get the one that we're supposed to get sorted. So we can do some test sprints. I am reading Amari and the Great Game, which is the second Amari and the Night Brothers book, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, how's everyone? Anyone that's participating in SCAREathon, how are your scare boards looking? Because I haven't gotten a bingo yet. I've read a lot of books, but I haven't gotten a bingo yet. I'm the creator and I still haven't. Yeah, never mind. Maybe next year I'll be a bit more strategic. Yes, how is everybody going? Really enjoying Amari. It's a good series. It's a good book. Second book, currently on page 78 of 374, which is really nice. Also, welcome to my new room. Essentially what you're seeing is pretty much all of it. You've got that. That's my bookcase. So essentially, if I'm going to be filming, I'm just essentially moving my computer over a bit. It's actually really good. Definitely a lot smaller than my last room, but I like it. Everything fit, so that's all I can hope for. Yeah, let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Glenda. How are you? Also, we've got this weird thing that's happened. Some people have switched over to that. Some people haven't. Don't be offended if I ask who you are, just because it doesn't necessarily say things like that I'm used to. So yeah, if you are new here, just pop your name in the first couple of comments. And we'll go from there. Just got upstairs in time. Nice. Yeah, these were very impromptu. I'm very sorry. I usually try and give people a little bit more notice. When I say that, Christina's very, very aware that it's about 12 hours. But I will be doing it sprints / SCAREathon sprints. Tuesday my time, which is Monday for pretty much everybody here. So we're going to be doing that. And I'm hoping if these go well, then I'm hoping I can do longer sprints on Monday, because I am so behind. I'm so far behind. Hello, Donna. It was a day. It was a lot of moving. It was a lot of things going on, but we went out and had a really nice dinner. It was really yummy, actually. I actually had a burger that was safe for me to eat, which was fantastic. And they were really sweet. Instead of the fries, which are cross-contaminated in the same deep fryer as everything else, they put a whole bunch of potatoes in the oven. And so I still they weren't fries, they were roast potatoes, but they were so yummy. I could just do a whole bowl of those roast potatoes. Hello, Christina. How are you? Thank you for being so patient with me. And yes, Glenda's birthday is on Monday, and Monday is tomorrow for me. So we are going to be celebrating for 2 days. Hello, Alicia. How are you? What are you doing today? What are you reading? Also, I realize this is getting quite late for a few people. Hello, Donna. Hello, Alicia. Christina coming in with all the reminders to hydrate, or I'm mummifying. Christina, we should know this. I'm mummifying. I'm drinking a hazelnut latte, which for something that's 99% sugar-free actually tastes quite sweet. So I don't know what that's about. Remember to feed yourself, check the laundry, did I take my meds this morning? I'll just check that. Stretch. Also, make sure you poke us, the like button. Subscribe and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, absolutely. These are not on subscriber mode, these fronts, because we're not going to be here for too long. But please, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Yeah, sprints. Hello, Amberly. How are you? Hello, Amberly. Yeah, like I said, these aren't going to be very long. These are just kind of like testy. Happy early birthday, Glenda, from Amberly. Hello to Christina and Amberly. I like it, but like it's interesting. I like it. I like my little room. It's quite cozy. The cats are Neo today has just decided to like adventure out, and he adventured as far as my mother's room and went promptly under her bed, and that is where he has stayed. But we're starting to get like River is awake at the moment. He's under my bed. We're starting to get more into a routine. Our biggest thing at the moment is getting them to eat, though, and getting them to eat when we usually feed them. Because at the moment I'm feeding them and they're turning the nose up. But we'll see. We're seeing little bits of progress every day. Thank you, Amberly. Yes, Neva is sprinting for Fabelin at the moment. There's lots and lots and lots of sprints. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much. Also, hi. Surprise sprints. How's it going in your neck of the woods? Internet looks stable, which is good. Yes, if the internet starts crapping out on your guys' side, I won't necessarily see it from my side. Maybe, I don't know. But if it does, you guys need to let me know. Hello to Nicole. Hello to Nicole. Amberly doesn't have a bingo yet, but I'm close to a few. Yes, same for me. I'm close to a few. I've made my seasonal treat today, so I'll have that square soon. Yay, excellent. My seasonal thing, I had some like heat and eat gluten-free porridge, which was like brown sugar and cinnamon. And so that's kind of like my autumnal seasonal food thing that I did for that. I don't know if I took a photo of it, but I can take a photo of the packaging and show you guys. Hello to Nicole. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. Yeah, it has. It's been pretty stressful, but we're getting there. We're getting there. one thing I can say is creative readathons. As a creator, you may or may not get readings. Yeah, that's true. I was hoping to have a lot more read. But, you know, if I can get a few bingos, that'd be good. Or if I can get even just like one of the actual boards complete. At the moment, I'm nowhere near completing any of them. But if I can do that, I've got a few books that I'm playing Libby Chicken with. So hopefully I'll be able to get some bingos with some of that. I started reading a cozy book, Deja Brew by Celestine Martin. Nice. Hopefully you're enjoying that. Also, hi everyone. Yeah, it was bad timing, but that's what is it they say is it Bruce Almighty? That's the way the cookie crumbles. That was my birthday present, a new house. There we go. Tonight I'm reading Wuthering Heights for classic / another reading thon. Nice. But I'm also going to start the Buffalo Hunter for Erie BIPOC. Awesome. Yes, I think Amari is what I'm reading for BIPOC. And I think that's the only square that it's hitting. Hi, my name is Christina. I have Kooky Mini Readathon happening today, 12 hours. I sent all over to check out your first. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Hello to Jamie. Hello to Jamie. I'm getting my second reading update posted for Dewey's Readathon. Nice. We are in hour 13 of 24. Awesome. Yeah. Every day's a little bit better, but yeah, definitely that feeding needs to start getting better. I'm not gonna let them outside, and I know that's why they keep crying. It's because they want to go outside, but if they are too stressed to even eat at the moment, then they can't go outside because all the smells are just going to be like everywhere, and there's a bunch of neighborhood cats as well. And so things are going to be very stressful when they are allowed outside. So yeah, we need them to eat, and we need them to be able to come out when it's dinner time. So when we call them inside, they're actually going to hopefully come. Right, we're going to do a couple of 45-minute sprints. I'm not going to be here for too long, but we'll do a couple of 45-minute sprints. And then that'll probably be us. There we go. It's like relearning how to do everything. Wow, I didn't know you could share the entire screen and when. Okay, never mind. Stop getting distracted, Jessie. Let's just get the sprint started. I'm gonna let that. Okay. Lots of love and snuggles, yes, some treats and social time with their human should eventually hit. Yeah, we're doing all of that, but their sleep schedule is also out of whack, and I think their like their food and their sleep schedule kind of coincides a little bit. But yeah, I cannot tell you how many sleepless nights I've had. And it's not just me, it's my mum as well. She's actually had to start closing her bedroom door because they end up scratching at her bed almost to like let some of that energy out, and then they'll kind of burrow under it. Hello to Jamie. And hello to Glinda. All right, let's get this started. I will see everybody in 45 minutes. Happy reading. Alrighty, welcome back. How was that sprint for everyone? I got to page 119 of 374, which is good. I'm really hoping to finish this today. I've got 2 days until it's due at Libby, and then for Atua Wahine, I've got 3 days. So lots of reading to do. But yeah, really, really enjoying this book. And it's a nice little just relax, especially after the book that I read this morning. I read a book called A Delayed Life about a Holocaust survivor. And yeah, there were some pretty interesting quotes in that, I have to say. Very good book, but obviously lots of trigger warnings, which I used for uncomfy. And it was definitely uncomfortable. So I think they actually made a book called The Librarian of Auschwitz. But this is the actual like memoir. So I'll pop the Goodreads link in for you guys if you want to, but trigger warnings. The first half of it is kind of going through like quite a few different concentration camps. And then the second half of it is kind of, hello. That's better. The second half of it is just kind of like her, reliving life, if you know what I mean, and getting back to it. So yeah, but Amari and the Night Brother, Amari and the Great Game. I don't know what the game is yet, but very, very, very much enjoying it. I think we're trying to find out who caused this like time freeze or something, and that's kind of what's going on. We had Vanessa join us. Hello, Vanessa. I hope you're excited for next month. I hope everyone's excited for next month, because next month is nearly November, which I'm going to be a mod. I'm not going to be an active host, just because I didn't really know what was going to be happening with this place and the internet. And this is like November is when Grandma and Granddad will be coming down and stuff like that. But I will be a mod and I will be creating chaos. So I hope you join NetGalley November. Oh, you said. Okay, that's interesting. For me, it was just going like a little blurry. But that's good. So yeah, I hope you guys join NetGalley November. That link will be on Nicola's channel, and I'll pop that in a minute if Christina doesn't beat me to it, which she probably will. Thank you very much. Yes, this is my new bedroom. You've got that's it. It's a lot smaller than my old bedroom, but I like it. I actually really like the setup, how I've got it with my desk here and then my bookshelf just here. So if I want to film, all I have to do is scooch my computer and my chair, and I'll actually have a good kind of backdrop for, I've got some of my best books where it'll quite easily be seen if I'm sitting in my chair and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm loving the setup. And look, it's a nice house, but it needs some work. It needs more work, I think, than what we anticipated, on top of the major kind of stuff that needs to get sorted out. But we'll get there. Hello to Jojo and Vanessa. Hello to Glenda. Also, let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I'm trying to talk a little quietly because of River, although I don't think River is coming out anytime soon. But yeah, just let me know. Hey, Jen, how are you? Having a stay-at-home date? Nice. And night with hubby connection is going well. Awesome. We love that. Sometimes you just need that, a break. Hello to Jen. And hello to Vanessa and Jojo. And Jen and Vanessa saying hello to Christina. Vanessa read 22% in Fractured Future by J. Rose, which is an ALC. Nice. And Billy is saying hello to Vanessa, Jojo, and Jen. And got up to chapter 10 in Wuthering Heights, and now finding some yarn. Nice. Jamie got to page 60 in one of my print books on Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. Schneider. I also picked out the cans for the cat's dinner, and they came down next to the cans waiting for me to open them. That's so cute. It's very cute. Yes, this is the link for A Delayed Life. It was a very good memoir. I think just because the second half fell a little bit flat for me, but there was still some pretty interesting quotes that actually made me like stop and go, whoa. I'm going to give it a 4.25. But yeah, that first half, it's pretty gnarly. Excellent. I'm in focus. Look, the chaos we create is usually not long chaos. I usually give detours that are like novella. True. I can't guarantee I'm going to do the same. I'll be like, hey, look, this looks good. Next Sarah Ready 900-page book. Love Vanessa and her chaos. I'm so impressed that I managed to finish that book within August. I'm so impressed that I did that. Speaking of which, have you finished that yet? Hello to Melanie. How are you? What are you reading tonight? What are you doing? I've been struggling with Her Last Word by Mary Burton. I liked the premise, but the second act is so slow. I've been trying on and off since July to finish it, and I can't. Ooh, Melanie. That's a bit of a long, kind of a long time. Are you the type of person that DNFs? Because I think that may be a book you need to DNF. Either that or see if you can find an audio for it. That might help you get things going a bit quicker. Oh, I can see my internet is a bit... my internet is showing that it's not very strong. Well, there we go. We're back up now. Okay. I'll have to have a look. Okay, now we're back up. I'll have to have a look later and see if that affected it. So moving on to Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jill. Nice. Vanessa is saying hi to Amberly. Melanie's saying, Jamie, that's adorable. I love when the kitties know that they're about to get spoiled with loves, fire, dindins. Yeah. River, you in dindins? It's way too early for dindins, but no. He's like, I'm not falling for that. You'll get there. It's a shame there's no audiobook for it. It's a real shame there's no audio. I reckon it would make a great audio. I'm anti-chunky book right now. I read Cut and Run, which is the third book in the series, but you don't have to read them in order. So that's also part of it, plus slow pacing and not getting to the point. Melanie's saying, I loved that book. Awesome. All right. How are we looking? Oh yeah, we can still hear me and see me all right. Okay. That's good. I get a little concerned when like the internet thing shows up and it's only got one bar. I'm like, ooh. But that's fine. We are going to go for our next sprint. And like I said, we're really only going to do the 2 sprints just to test things out today. I'm sorry that like it's a very short sprint, especially for me. I usually sprint 6 or 7 hours. But like I said, these are very close, Christina, very close. There we go. Hello, Sarah, reading The Wrong Quarterback by C.R. Jane. Hello, Christina. All right. Let's get started for our last sprint. I'll pop the last sprint banner up. Yeah, you guys can look forward to seeing me on Tuesday, my time. Depending on how things are going, it might be at catch-up sprints, or I really want to read We Used to Live Here, which is like on a TBR. And if I read that, I have a bingo. That and so many other books. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be reading, but I'm glad I still caught you guys, even though there aren't as many sprints. Ready to unwind after a somewhat hectic day. Oh no, I hope everything's okay. There are a butt ton of sprints happening, at least when I last saw. And of course, there's the Booktube Bible as well. Make sure you check that one out. You want to read that one as well. We Used to Live Here. I've heard hello. I've heard is fantastic, and I'm so intrigued to see what it's about, because I've heard like it's not quite like the normal storytelling type thing, and so I'm really intrigued. I've got it listed down for Airy. I changed it because I had it for exercise, as in like I thought it would be a bit of a mind quack. I had it down for that, but I changed it to Airy because there's something about it that was a bit airy, and I switched it with Haunted by Chuck someone or other. I can never remember his last name. But I've seen that book on heaps of people's like most scary books, and stuff like that. But like also like yeah, the cover itself was a bit like disturbing and like whoa. So yeah, I'd switch that. So not sure which I'm going to be reading, but we are going to continue with Amari for now, and this will be our last sprint. Hector English. Hectic in a good way, thankfully, just busy. Yeah, we used to live here is by Marcus Klewer. I just looked it up because the title was familiar. Apparently, it started on Reddit. Ooh, and it's being adapted for Netflix. Fair. That's why we're here. You don't need to shush. That's all good. We all get too excited about books sometimes. All right. You should have heard me on Donna's sprints this morning. I was gushing about Court of Silver Flames and how it's my second favorite in the series. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. We are going to get to our last sprint. I'll give you the full 45 minutes. And I will see you then. Happy reading. Alrighty. Welcome back from that last sprint. How did everybody go? I got to page 155, which wasn't bad. And checked on my boys and stuff like that. Did time go a little bit quick for you there, Melanie? Yeah. I mean, it kind of went quick for me as well. Not that quick. But yeah, still enjoying it. I'm going to finish up and do some washing and have a really good sort out of some of my bathroom stuff and sort out like what needs to be there and what I can throw away and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be the rest of my afternoon. Pop on an audiobook of some description. I've got plenty that I can listen to. So yeah, I've been going through Gulliver's Travels on audio. So maybe I'll do that while I'm doing bathroom stuff and sorting that out. But yeah, that was my sprint. And I do appreciate everyone for being here. I definitely didn't expect such a turnout. It's been awesome. So yeah, let's have a look and see where everything was. Glenda was saying hello to Melanie and Sarah. Melanie's saying, hey, Glenda, hope you're doing well. And Jean popped in as well. How are you? How was the move? It's going. We're pretty much like we're all settled in here. We're just waiting for the cats to kind of settle down and stuff like that as well. But like we're settled in here, but we've got to do some stuff to get it ready for Grandma and Granddad to come down as well. So yeah. Hello to Jean. Yeah, that went pretty quick. Vanessa made it to 30% in fractured future. How's that for? Actually, speaking of NetGalley, did I get that beheading book? No, not yet. There's a few things that I'm still pending on. That'd be good if I could get that beheading book, because that would be perfect for seeing ghosts, like especially for next year. I mean, I'll read it before then, but by the sound of it, that would be perfect for seeing ghosts. Got to 68% in my audiobook. Nice. Melanie read 17 pages and chatted with my hubby a bit. Awesome. Definitely enjoying the Jewel book more. Not even 40 pages, and it's intense. Nice. I haven't read Elisa Jewel yet, but I'm not really a thriller person. There's a couple of thrillers I haven't minded, but yeah. Amber Lee watched Jamie's video and knit a bit and went back to Wuthering Heights. Nice. I need to get my knitting out, but things are just still a bit intense at the moment. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will set up those sprints for my Tuesday. And they'll probably be about the same time they normally are. Might make them slightly later. Just remember to hydrate or mummify, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch. Also make sure you hocus poke us the like button and subscribe and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Do all the things. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you guys have been following the It, I'll announce this kind of more on Tuesday, because it is probably what I'm going to be reading. But if you have been following the It read along, make sure you stay tuned in the Discord for something that is coming for you guys. I have about half an hour left in my book at my speed, so I'll probably stay up for the audio for the next hour. I have admin stuff to do to set up for next Stuart's sprint post. Nice. And I'm crocheting more hats. Awesome. I'm glad the tests, yeah, I'm glad they went well as well. You know, it's always really hard because what we're on at the moment is Wi-Fi, and what we did have was fiber. And they're two different connections. Wi-Fi, we're using the cell tower, and everyone can be using it at the same time, and that affects speeds and stuff like that. But with fiber, like, it's a completely separate connection that goes underground and stuff like that, and like you're the only one on that connection. So yeah, I'm glad that it's worked well as well. I'll be sprinting during a weekday, so hopefully things will still run pretty smoothly, but just be patient with me if it does start crapping out. We should have fiber in the next month or so, hopefully, because I really don't want to have to pay for this wireless after the 30 days. I also reached 65% in Shield of Sparrows. Nice. So great progress today with my reading. Awesome. Perfect. Well, I will see you guys on Tuesday my time, or Monday night. A lot of other people's time. And yeah, keep reading, keep getting those bingos, and hopefully I will get one soon. And yeah, I'll see everybody then.